Hello everyone, the chart guys have been working on an introductory technical analysis course for some time now, and after surveying hundreds of traders, we narrowed down what the most sought after information was, and we created this course, Entry and Exit Strategies. It's over 5 hours in length, and we go over different signals that the charts tell us for when to buy and when to sell. If you are the kind of trader that is still looking at charts and not realizing what it is trying to tell you, still feeling a little bit overwhelmed, this course is designed to alleviate that uncertainty. So the course outline, we're going to go over the psychology of trading, establishing a game plan, recognizing the different indicators signaling bullish and bearish entries, being able to identify support and resistance levels, poor entries where traders make mistakes and how to avoid them, exit target, knowing where to sell your positions, where to place stop losses to keep those losses minimal, my personal preparations, how I get ready for the trading day, and then piecing it all together, looking back at everything we just learned and applying it to the real world. As a bonus, we'll also look at an intro to finding entries and exits with patterns, and you'll recognize these patterns on all kinds of time frames throughout the stock world, so certainly beneficial to be able to trade off of those as well. So we hope you will check out this course, and again, we feel it will build a foundation of technical analysis knowledge that experience will build off of and send you on the right direction to making more profitable trades. Hey everyone, checking in on some steel names here, AKS, X, and FCX. AKS was one of the strongest names on the way up, and it is now beginning to consolidate. Look at the upper Bollinger Band rejecting the price 4 days in a row, and then we pulled back. So we had a few bearish reversal candlesticks, this doji and then this gravestone doji, but neither of them were confirmed. And then we did confirm weakness here, closing at the low of the day. That indicates weakness going forward. And then on Friday, following through with that consolidation and another close down at the low. So we can be looking for further consolidation in these names with how we close there. We obviously know the trend is bullish with the higher lows and higher highs. As long as we keep forming higher lows, the bulls are in control, which for AKS here would be 906, the low here. But more importantly for me visually would be 859 to keep that key consolidation low. You can see we had 2 days of pullback and then continuation. So bulls are going to be looking for the same thing. And as of right now, besides the close at the low of the day, nothing is showing us this is anything more than normal healthy consolidation. We can see the volume is decreasing from Thursday to Friday, and volume was pretty low Friday across the board in the S&P 500. So definitely worth watching the volume and how significant this pullback is going to be. You can see we have not closed below this 8-period exponential moving average since this breakout began 5 weeks ago, and we get closed pretty much right on it here, 10-12 by 1 penny. So a close below that level tomorrow on Monday would indicate further consolidation is coming. Weekly time frame also would indicate further consolidation is coming. That's a big, very clear bearish reversal gravestone doji. A red week this coming week would confirm that. And this upper Bollinger Band of support is going to be in the mid 980s or so. We have to update that at the open of this week. And a red week closing below the upper Bollinger Band will let us know that pullback is coming. You can see we've had some periods of sideways consolidation on this move up, but also some periods of some fairly significant consolidation after breakouts. So we need to be aware that this could be the start of that. And again, this is a very clear bearish reversal candlestick. And the RSI is up at 81, pretty overbought on the weekly as well. Checking in on X, very similar pattern, and a lot of these names are trading very, very similarly. Lots of strong correlations there. And the same thing with the 8-period moving average. That's held. We didn't even test it this week. That's at 35.20. We'll be keeping an eye on that. But rejecting from the upper Bollinger Band, bearish reversal candlestick confirmed, closed down near the low of the day, but again, declining volume is a good sign for the bulls. RSI is coming off of overbought, but it's been above 70 for quite some time on this very strong breakout. Weekly time frame is also a clear bearish reversal candlestick, not as clear as it is for AKS, but it is a bearish reversal inverted hammer, and a red week will confirm that, losing the upper Bollinger Band. And again, same thing, have to update the upper Bollinger Band for this name at the open, and we'll be looking to see if we get that red week of consolidation. And we can see consolidation here on this breakout has been a bit more significant on these pullbacks. We do have a couple periods where it was just sideways, although we could, if we see a red week and the start of some red, we could be looking at some nice short plays. And this is what I would be calling a top fishing play on AKS and these steel names, where if you were to go bearish, you would exit if the recent high that we've seen were to be broken. So it's fairly safe in the sense that it's a very clear exit point, and the risk to reward favors reward because the risk is just a new high, where the reward could be perhaps a few week pullback depending on how significant this bearish consolidation is. So it's definitely worth looking in the opposite direction for the short term on these names and watching to see if the weekly time frame confirms those bearish candlesticks. Last, we've got FCX, and it's a bit different. Obviously, the correlation and strength is there, but we didn't see a new higher high this week. So it's a bit of a laggard in the sense that you look at AKS, and it was hitting higher highs and topping out this week, and so is X. And we look at FCX, it's been in a tightening pattern for over 2 weeks now, where we have our clear higher lows of support and our clear lower highs of resistance. So the first support I'm looking at, a key support, is 15.18. If we were to break that level, I'd be looking down at 14.85. And for resistance, we got 16.08 and 16.08. That's a double top and a very key resistance level. If we break 16.08, further upside is likely coming. And if we don't, and if we head down, this middle Bollinger Band support will be tested as well. That is 15.01 and ascending. And again, 16.08 is that key support on the daily time frame. Checking it on a weekly to see what this consolidation looks like. You can see it's a bit more of a tightening range and ahead of the game compared to everybody else with this consolidation that is going on. It is an indecision doji. It is, I guess, at the top of an uptrend here. I would lean more towards just indecision rather than assigning a bearish direction with that. And I would just watch those levels on the daily time frame to give a clear break. I would say that the favor would lean with the bears just because we are starting to see consolidation, and the fact that X and AKS closed at the low of the day on Friday would indicate further pullback this coming week. So we'll see if that translates into FCX weakness as well and a break of that tightening daily pattern. So we'll see what it all brings this week. I appreciate you watching and hope you have a great Sunday.